We're going to do a short segment here, video with pH and pH therapies. Now, I enjoy talking about pH therapies because it is very important for health and very important to understand how the system works. Now, the part that I don't like about pH is there are many people that use pH therapies inappropriately or don't fully understand what pH therapies can do, so they misapply it. So this is a basic intro into pH therapies. Now, what we're going to do is go over three basic areas of pH. Now, these are three areas I kind of split it up because different systems require different pH. So I think that goes with one of the first things I normally tell people is pH therapy is not necessarily about alkalizing the body, but making sure that the pH of the system is appropriate for that particular part of the body, because not every part of the body wants to be alkaline. So there's certain parts of the body that alkaline is the optimum function, and then there's other parts of the body where acid is the optimum function. Where things become confused is we take different areas and we try to apply the same rule, and that is not how it works, and that's why a lot of people who use pH therapies inappropriately, they don't get good results with it. So let's go over a couple of the main areas that we talk about. One of them is metabolism, and this is the one that most people are familiar with. Okay. Second one is something I call fluid levels. This would be stomach, this would be the acid mantle on the skin, this is going to be other areas, not necessarily exclusive to metabolism. And then the third area is voltage. Voltage is a little bit new to some people, but you also got to remember voltage is a measurement of pH in the system. So to kind of go over them really quickly. Metabolism. Now metabolism is what most people who understand pH therapies, this is where it is. So the thing is our metabolism runs better in an alkaline environment or slightly alkaline. We do have to recognize that pH of the metabolism area does not fluctuate much, and it does not have huge swings inside of it. So it is alkaline and is only slightly alkaline, and that is where the system operates at the best. I hear a lot of people talk of oxygenation of the system. Yes, what happens is when we have a more alkaline in the system, then hemoglobin tends to bind to oxygen more readily than when we are a little bit more towards neutral or a little bit more towards acid. So that would be the first area. The second area is fluid levels. Now we're talking about stomach acid here, we're talking about bile, we're talking about the acid mantle on the skin. And a lot of these areas tend to want to be a little bit more acid in nature. Now again, the stomach produces stomach acid because it was designed to do that, and that is where optimum function lies. Okay, we take a look at enzymes. A lot of enzymes have a very narrow range of pH in which they are activated. Activated means they actually do their job. So for some people who do enzyme therapy, some people do not have enough enzymes. Some people have enough enzymes, but they don't have the correct pH for those enzymes to do their job appropriately. So the thing is if you're taking enzymes but you're still low on stomach acid, then the thing is those enzymes are just kind of sitting in the stomach waiting for something to happen. So that is a primer for fluid levels. Now the last one is voltage. Voltage is important because when we're taking a look at metabolism or fluid level pH or pH of saliva or urine, is we're trying to take a summation of the system. And so are we completely acid? Are we completely alkaline? Where are we in the whole state of things? Well, when we start to apply voltage to pH therapies, we get to go beyond that to actually start to look at the individual pieces. Is my left arm acid and my right arm alkaline? Now this might be new for some of you, but the thing is we have the ability to actually test some of those now. It's a particular piece of equipment that we use, and so it's a little bit more technical than using just a simple pH strip. But the thing is you need to be made aware that it is there. And so when we take a look at voltage, the body works much like a battery. Okay, so we need those minerals or those metals to actually hold on to a charge. We need water, of course, to have an aqueous solution so that we can transfer things back and forth, but we also need that charge inside of it to actually allow the physiology to do what it's supposed to do. And we do this specifically through voltage aspects of pH. Now the thing is each one interacts differently you can be acid in one, alkaline in the other, and still be great. So don't mix and match these. We'll talk a little bit more about them, but there's your primer for today. Thank you.